Guys, look at this tiny little coffee for $6. $6. I swear I've gotten an iced coffee from that coffee shop before and it was like twice as big as this, but they said they only had one size. I mean, to be honest, I don't really need a coffee bigger than this. I've been a little bit anxious in the evenings lately, but the coffee shop where I got this from, I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen here. They make the best coffee. They're a roastery, so they roast their own coffee and it's so good. So I'm in this area. I feel like I had to get one. Oh, it's so good. Guys, welcome back. I am vlogging in my time. I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in 35 days. That is 100% the longest that I've ever gone on YouTube without uploading a video. And I will have talked through all of that in the video that I put up before this. I want to film a get ready with me video where I like sit down and just talk about everything that's been going on in the last month. I haven't done that yet, but I want to do it and I want to put it up before this one so that I'm not just like talking at you in the video. So if you haven't seen that yet, go back and watch the video that I put up before this one and that will explain my absence. But we're back. My camera is fixed. We are vlogging again. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my nose, like in my voice, but I have been having the worst allergies this week. I went up to the cottage with my girlfriends at the end of last week and the lake was yellow because it was so covered in pollen. I was dying and it's definitely not as bad right now as it was then, but I'm still suffering. Right now I am sitting outside of the Prado Lofts Mint Room Studios in Toronto. A couple of days ago, a photographer friend of mine messaged me and said she was in the mood to do a creative and was I available on Thursday. It was like very short notice, but yeah, I have been doing a lot of weddings lately, so I felt like doing something kind of fun and different. So here I am. Here is the set that we're going to be working with today. This was the inspo that I had. I was feeling kind of like romantic vibes for the makeup. I really want to pull some of the purple from these florals into the makeup look. So here's the mood board that I made for the makeup looks today. I think we're going to have 2 models and yeah, it should be a really fun day. I'm very early because I wanted to stop and get a coffee and then like sit and talk to you and not be rushing. So I'm just going to sit here for probably like 15 more minutes and then we'll head inside and get set up.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving centrifuges. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan inside your plug. Got me think about inside the most. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper. You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar. All of these women, they not at your level. You like a mix of business and pleasure.
All right, that's a wrap. I'm sweating. Everyone else in there was fine. I was like, is it hot in here? Or is it just me? Apparently it was just me. It's 2:30 now, guys. Hopefully I got like a good amount of clips. It's so dark over here. Let me put you here. Did that make a difference? I don't know. Hopefully I got a good amount of clips. Oh, you know why? It's because it's on manual. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I haven't been vlogging. Like I haven't been vlogging for like over a month. So it was like a little hard to like remember to do it, but I think I got some good clips for you guys. That was really fun. That was so fun. It's so like fulfilling to do these types of shoots and to do this kind of work. And yeah, it was nice. I had like full creative control today. And I feel like the pictures are gonna come out so good. I'm so excited. If they're already out by the time I upload this video, I'll put them in here, but otherwise make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can see the finished looks. Okay, yeah, so it's 2:30. I'm gonna head home and have some lunch. I need to prep my kit for a wedding tomorrow, so I wanna make sure that's all ready to go. And I'm gonna try and finish my book. We'll talk about books when I get home so I can show you what I've been reading. But yeah, I've been like, just like so hungry with these books that I've been reading, and I'm like 5 pages away from finishing the one that I'm currently on. So let's go home and keep moving with this day. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. I heated myself up some pierogies when I got home, and I did a little post on Instagram, and then I finished my book. It's like messy back here, just ignore that. This is the book I just finished, The War of Two Queens. This is from the Blood and Ash series. I've been reading a lot, probably too much, honestly, but I had lots of time because I wasn't making YouTube videos. And I've been finding it really nice. I've been having incredible sleeps lately, and I'm attributing that to the reading that I'm doing before bed. I finally finished this book. This book right here took me 3 months to read. I gave it 2 stars on Goodreads. I just found it so boring, so do not recommend. Cute cover, but the story just wasn't for me. I don't know. It has like good reviews and everything, but it was about this 40-year-old woman who time travels, and it was kind of like a butterfly effect type book. There was a lot of like back and forth and like repetitiveness. I did finish it because I will almost always finish a book, but yeah, it just wasn't for me. Okay, so like I said, it took me 3 months to read this book, and then since I finished that book, in the last probably like, I don't know, 4 weeks, maybe less, I have read these 4. It's a lot. So you guys know I love a series. Like, the bigger the book and the longer the series, the better for me. I love to just like sink my teeth into a book. So these books are written by Jennifer L. Armentrout. The first one in the series is from Blood and Ash, and this is from the Blood and Ash series. So in that series, I've read 4. So the first one, and then 3 more, including the one that I just finished. And then I also read this one. So this was actually the first one I read by the same author, but this is the Flesh and Fire series. So this was a prequel to this series. And now the stories are starting to merge. So characters from this Flesh and Fire are suddenly appearing at the end of Blood and Ash. And so they're starting to like mix, which I'm obsessed with the idea of that. It's a fantasy series set in a different world. It follows a character whose name is Poppy, who thinks she's like immortal, and then like her whole world gets like turned upside down. They're spicy, like there's a lot of sauce in here, and the writing is poor. It is very poor. There is so much expletive dialogue. Poppy is known for asking questions, so she's constantly asking questions and getting answers, and that's how the author is like building the world. But it's just so much writing, like show us, don't tell us. However, I am very invested in the story, and I'm very invested in the characters. I'm so invested in the characters. So that is what like has kept me hooked and kept me going. I almost didn't make it through the 3rd one. It was tough. It was thick. Yeah, it was tough to get through, but like once you get to the end, she leaves it on this cliffhanger where you're like, okay, well, I have to read the next one. Only other types of books that I've read that are like in this family are the Sarah J. Maas books. So like Crescent City, Court of Thorns and Roses, and Throne of Glass. So these totally fall into that like fantasy thriller type genre. If you enjoyed those and you're not super picky about consistency, because there's a lot of shit in here that's very inconsistent. A lot of stuff doesn't make sense, and luckily I can just let that go and like move on and keep reading, and I don't get hung up on that. But if you're someone who needs like every single thing to make sense, or you feel like you can't get through something if the writing isn't good, then definitely like maybe venture away. But if you're into a good story with great characters, and you love a fantasy book, and you love, you know, something you can sink your teeth into, definitely check it out. So I just ordered the next one. It's cool because the 2 different like threads are mixing. She has a reading order on her website, so the story that was in the prequel, the Flesh and Fire series. I'm gonna now read the second book from that series before we go back to Blood and Ash, and we're gonna go like back and forth and back and forth. I don't know, it's really cool. I love the like intricacy of that. All right, so it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to pack my kit and get it ready for work tomorrow. I need to wash my brushes. All of my brushes are dirty. And then it's gonna be time to make dinner already. The time has finally come. It is 8:30. I have been dying to take this makeup off my face, so let's do that, shall we? I am so desperate to get my hair done. Like this situation is not cute. But you have to book so far in advance with my hairstylist, so that's coming at the end of this month. To remove my makeup, I've still been using this Sephora Melting Cleansing Balm that I got in the Sephora sale. I feel like I try to use so much every time because I try to use it up, but there's still so much left. I wish I liked it because it's quite affordable, and yeah, like you get a ton of product, but it's just not really my favorite, although it does the job, so I'm still gonna use it up, I guess. And then for my second cleanse, obviously, I'm gonna use the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. And let's do some nighttime skincare, shall we? I feel like this is very bright. Anyways, I'm gonna start with my Ishtri Mugwort Ampoule. Same thing. Oh my god, I'm almost out. I didn't even realize I need to order more. I love this stuff. And I have a discount code for it, so I'm gonna link it in the description box down below. It's super, super lightweight. It's almost like the consistency of water, like a little bit thicker. And you use it as the first step in your skincare to dampen your skin, and it has mugwort in it, which is a really popular ingredient in Korean skincare right now. This is a Korean skincare brand that helps a lot with inflammation, and I just love the way that it feels on my skin. And then I'm gonna go in with some retinol. I'm using this one from Bellflower. I actually got these on the same website, and I really like this too, so probably when I order more of that, I will order more of this, because probably also going to need more of this right away as well if that one's running out. I have never used a retinol before, and I feel like retinol has literally changed my skin. I hardly even get like breakouts now, maybe like 1 or 2 pimples around the time of like ovulating and having my period, but the texture of my skin and everything. Let me turn this on. I feel like this will be better. Yeah, much better. The texture of my skin and everything, I just like see the world of difference. Everyone needs to use retinol, you guys. If you're not using it yet, get on it. People have been telling me that for legit years. I don't know what took me so long to try it. Okay, and then let's go on with my Kate Somerville Biomimicking Peptide Serum. I also love this stuff, so good for anti-aging, but you only need a really small amount of this, so this one usually lasts me for a while. And then to lock that all in, the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve. Okay, I had a good day today. First day back to vlogging, great day out in the world, super into it. It is Friday tomorrow and I have a wedding. I'm planning actually on filming a TikTok vlog or like an Instagram Reels vlog tomorrow. So I probably won't also vlog in the morning, but I will catch up with you guys before work in 3, 2, 1. Here we are. It's the next day. I've been blowing my nose nonstop on the way to work. My allergies are so annoying. They're driving me crazy. Happy Friday. I just arrived at the Aaron Estates in Orton. That's like an hour and 15 minutes away from my house. It's obviously beautiful here. It's very naturey. I am here for a wedding. It's just 2 clients, so a bride and her mom. So it was a nice late start. I'm not starting till 11. It's about 10:30 now, so I'm gonna take some time to try and find my way to the bridal suite and then get set up and then get to work.
Come to work with me as a freelance makeup artist. Didn't have to be at the venue this day until 10:45, which is a major luxury. However, it was about an hour and 15 minutes away, so I left around 9:15 in the morning. I always listen to throwback radio stations in the car. The 90s and the 2000s had the best music, in my opinion. Look at how beautiful this venue was. It was just the most perfect day. This was Aaron Estates in Orton, Ontario. They even had their own friendly little pooch to greet me. This was the view I had while I was working. Not too shabby. After I got set up, I started with client number 1, who, if you can believe it, was the mother of the bride. She looked amazing. And then my beautiful bride, Sydney, who wanted a supernatural look. I focused on giving her a really glowy base while enhancing her other features without making it look like she had any makeup on. It's always such a nice feeling leaving the venue knowing everyone was really happy with their makeup.
Okay guys, it is 1:20. I finished my wedding for the day. I literally love my job. It's so fun hanging out with people on their wedding days, first of all. Doing makeup, so fun. I got to meet the sweetest girls. Like, that girl in there is like the nicest, sweetest, smartest, like amazing angel of a human. And her mom was so sweet too. Her mom loved her makeup, and so did my bride, of course. We had done a trial previously. She was looking for like no makeup. Like, she wanted to look like herself, not wearing any makeup. We went super soft with everything, used lots of cream products. Yeah, I'm so happy with the way it came out, and she was so happy too. Her hair also looked amazing. The girl doing her hair fucking killed it. She went long, but luckily the makeup was so natural it didn't take as long as it normally would have. I'm eating some of my emergency car snacks. These are so good from Farm Boy. Peanuts wrapped in a potato chip. This one is dill pickle flavor. All right, so it's Friday. I'm gonna head home. And Will has been working really hard, like literally 16, 17, 18-hour days for the last like 2 weeks straight. And he's quite sure that he's gonna be wrapping up that job today. So we are planning to have a little date night, go for some drinks and some dinner. We'll see how he's feeling. He might be exhausted and his work might not actually finish because that happens a lot of the time too, but we'll see. Either way, I'm gonna head home and I'll catch up with you guys later. All right, it's 4:20. We'll finish his big project, his big work project. So we're gonna go for a drink. I feel sleepy. I was like almost falling asleep on the couch. I didn't realize he was gonna be done this early in the day. So I'm just gonna throw on a lip and then we're gonna go have a drink and then probably go somewhere else for dinner. We're gonna go to our same like favorite new spot that we've been to a bunch lately. It's called Liberty Soho. And then we'll venture out from there.
Sorry.
That's okay, that's a good call. I put it on loud, but we should have it out. So we left Liberty Soho and we decided we're gonna try Hanmoto for dinner. It's on my list of places that I wanna go. I don't think either of us have been there before, but it's like super small Japanese tapas, which we haven't done that in a while, so I'm excited. There's a wait for a table, so we just walked down to, what is this, Dundas? and came to like the first bar and grabbed a drink just while we wait. This is a Woodhouse raspberry sour. What?
They just get action.
I would say that's definitely true. Okay. Jessica. Right over here? Yeah.
Try some of ours.
With Carly's, obviously I showed up in like a t-shirt and she was like, we need to change it. Welcome is really like good about being like, let's chill before the island. And I was like, yeah, I want to do this.
I wanted to film more in there because it was such a cool spot, but focus. As soon as we sat down at our table, Sabrina came and said hi. Literally, Sabrina and her cousin were there, literally at the table right next to us. It was crazy. Like, that's crazy. In this entire city, Sabrina's just gonna be sitting at the next table. Like, get out of here. So we joined tables and we had a little foursome dinner and it was great. But no. Where are you going?
Mark?
Okay, fine. Well, we have to go down Shaw though. You just want to walk on that side?
Where do you want to go?
Oh, you want to go smoke a J? In the park?
Just walking home through the park.
Well, that's just like
on
extra.
Strong.
It's just extra walking.
Extra walking never hurt anybody.
I know. That's why I was confused though. I was like, that's not the most direct way home. Anyways, I can't remember what I was saying. I got distracted. We're trying to like recap. It's not working. Food. I'm gonna go. Okay, so I really loved the hot tofu, which was actually cold tofu. It was so good. And I really liked the eggplant. But Will didn't really like the food that he ordered, so we're gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
It's generous.
Including atmosphere,
Oh,
because the atmosphere was good.
yeah. Definitely a 7 with atmosphere.
Yeah, okay, 7 with the atmosphere. And lower than 7 for food? I really liked my food.
9 for atmosphere, 6 for food.
Okay, there we go. There we have it. 9 for atmosphere, 6 for food. We're walking home. We're taking a little detour through the park. And tomorrow's a new day. We're going to the island tomorrow. We're supposed to do a wedding tomorrow, but it got canceled. I don't know the tea. I don't know the tea, but there's no wedding tomorrow. So we're going to the island. Good morning. Just grabbed a coffee and a few drinks for the island today. I'm feeling a little worse for wear after our evening last night. I had such a fun time, so we're just gonna have some breakfast. And then it'll pretty much be time to go and meet everyone. We're meeting at the water taxis. We almost always take the water taxis to the island. It's a little bit more expensive than the ferry, but you don't have to wait for the ferry schedule and it's a bit quicker. So there's also a farm boy like right beside the water taxi, so we can get food and snacks and stuff to eat during the day. And the sun's finally out. It's been dark and rainy all week, so it's gonna be a good day. I'm feeling a little crusty dusty, so I'm gonna put some makeup on, even though we're just gonna go hang out outside. I already did all my skincare and put sunscreen on, but I'm just gonna reapply since we'll be out all day. Especially in these areas here where I typically burn. And I don't want to wear foundation or anything, but my under eyes are just out of control. So we're gonna do some concealer. This is the Milk concealer. I'm still using this. I feel like it looks really nice on the face. Like it's really smoothing and blurring for covering blemishes and scars and stuff, but Under my eyes, I just have not fallen in love with it. I find it creases like instantly. I've been doing this little trick for years, and I don't know if I've ever talked about it on here, but the color around my eyes, like on the bottom and the top, is so dark and like stark compared to the rest of my face. So on days where I'm not gonna wear eyeshadow, what I'll do is just add concealer underneath and not bring any up onto the top of my lid, and then that darkness, that pigmentation in my skin, I feel like kind of looks like I have eyeshadow on, you know? I'll just set that with some powder. And my eyes have been super watery this last couple of weeks because of my allergies, so... Oh, I didn't blend out this concealer over here. So I'm gonna use my Merit tubing mascara. There's hardly any left in here. Like, normally I would have put this in my empties by now, but I need to get another tubing mascara so I have something for situations like this where I really don't want my mascara to be transferring. And yeah, I've just been noticing that happening a lot lately because of my watery ass eyes. Honestly, I like feel a little depressed and like kind of don't really want to go just because I was supposed to be working today and it sucks that my wedding got canceled. It probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people. Like, if you work a 9-to-5 job, the idea of like a day of work getting canceled is like pretty sweet, but there's only so many Saturdays in wedding season, and this is one of the busiest Saturdays of the year. I had multiple inquiries for this day and I had to turn them down because I was booked already, but it's through the bridal company that I work with that this booking was done. And so if it had been one of my own bookings, I would have had a deposit, and at least if the wedding got canceled, I would get to keep the deposit. But because it's through the bridal company, I don't get anything. I just literally lose a Saturday of work, and it's just like one of the busiest Saturdays of the year, so it sucks. I understand that things happen, and I know I'm gonna have the best day. Like, I'm gonna have such a nice time. The last few summers I haven't been able to go. My friends do this island adventure every summer, and for the last few summers I haven't been able to go because I've been working. So it's nice. Like, it's good that at least this happened on this day so that I can go and do this. But yeah, I'm feeling kind of shitty that I'm not working. Okay, I want to give my face a little bit of shape, so I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand.
Yeah, for more extended. Offering that, I was in the sauna doing.
I also have been using this for a while now, so I have some thoughts which I will share with you. I'm gonna do a video comparing these two, the Urban Decay All Nighter and the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. You guys have been asking me for that video for literally years, so that will be coming very soon. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna wear. This is like the Toronto girly uniform. Black athleisure with the white button down and Sunny's and my Lululemon. Okay, we're ready. Let's go.
I'm buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we.
That's
So
bad.
maybe you should leave with me.
Hi, welcome back to my
The night
channel.
is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have
Our
some
day at the
fun.